Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown and Dunkirk, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives, to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives. From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
There we are. We always have these surprise beginning frames of this show. So thank you for that. Good morning, everybody. I'm Doc Hamels, and welcome to Chautauqua Sunrise. You just got a sneak peek of my guests that are going to be joining me here in a little bit. Sixpence is in the house, and they're returning for a visit to share some new music they're working on, and we're going to talk music this morning. This time of year, I try to get some musical groups in here because I'm just getting tired of the grunge that life seems to be laying on us lately, and music just really kind of gets me in a good spirit. And get Justin, you gotta get ready for the holidays, man. We gotta get you up. Here we go. Anyways, we're gonna have some fun talking with some old friends here. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Our streaming system is up and running this week. I guess a couple of weeks ago, the gremlins got in the system again, and I don't know what they do in there, and they shut us down. And so we're happy to be streaming around the world. So therefore, Natalia, good morning over in the Ukraine, and all of your friends and the lovely ladies over at the YWCA of Kiev. We are thinking about you, of course. Okay, what else is going on here? Want to say good afternoon to all my listeners on WRFA 107.9, Low Power to the People, Tuesdays at 1 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. I know this is going to be food for your ears. How's that? Did you like that little play on there? Okay, this is going to be music for your ears. I know that they've been on WRFA before, Arts on Fire, I believe. And so you get to actually see what they look like. That's what's the beauty of TV. So anyways, good afternoon. Let's see, throughout the show, if you have a comment, you want to tell them how wonderful they are, or you want to make an announcement or share anything that your club or organization is doing, give us a call at 716-753-5225. And even though there are those that don't know that I actually announce this every week, you can email us at chautauquasunrise@gmail.com. So throughout the week, if you're if you forget to call in or you want, and we do, we get them, okay? So please don't hesitate to send us your news or your announcements. We'll be happy to get them on the air. We have certain rules and regulations that we have to follow. Since we're a public access TV, I can't do it really like advertising, but I can do announcements, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, today is the 11th day of the 11th month, and we are in the 9th hour. So less than 2 hours from now, we will be celebrating all across the United States Veterans Day and honoring all of our veterans throughout all of the wars and I don't know, all the situations that we've had veterans in, just way too many to even mention. So we thank you all for your service, regardless of what your role was when you were in service. In our family, we have 3 generations of veterans, and we do thank you. So thank a vet today and every day. They are keeping our coastline safe and our country strong and helping others around the world. So for those that are still serving, please be safe. And for those that have served, again, thank you. Okay, moving right along. I want to do a thank you to those that ran for election this year. And you might say, why would I do that? Putting yourself out on a line to be elected sometimes puts you under the microscope. Sometimes it puts you in a controversial situation because people like to debate. So if you didn't win, that's okay. Thank you for running nonetheless. Thank you for giving people a choice. For those that did win, hopefully you're winning and you're being taking the high road and complimenting your opponents. Again, thank you for running, and for those that are taking office, because we need all we can to keep things moving in our villages and towns and cities and state and so forth. So, and we got a big year coming up next year, so let's all pay attention to what's going on around us and make sure you get out and vote. All right. Oak Island Plus. You've been watching the series here on Access Chautauqua. That's Jim McQuiston and myself. We produced a video podcast that we've been doing since March, and we just released it. I put the link on this page for Chautauqua Sunrise if you want to do a sneak preview, but it will be shown here soon on Access Chautauqua once I get the schedule. I think you're going to really enjoy this. We interview Carmen Legg, who is the blacksmith that you see all the time on the Curse of Oak Island, and he presented some really interesting insights on the history of Nova Scotia, Oak Island, and so forth, and Jim and I had a lot of fun with that. And of course, we always thank Innovation Studios out of Westfield at Lakeshore Center for the Arts, and our right-hand man, Randall Burt, who was behind the camera that helped us out this week. So thanks to those folks. Okay, I'm going to give you a little sneak announcement here, a little sneak preview. We're going to do something very different this Christmas. Christmas is going to be on a Monday this year, and the show that we're going to have just before Christmas is on the 23rd. So we have connected with a local author who is going to do a very special children's program for the 23rd, and it's going to be a Christmas special that hopefully children will enjoy, but it's a children's story, and it's holiday related. So there's my sneak announcement, and we're going to be producing that, and you'll be seeing that pre-taped on December 23rd. All right, so let's get to some announcements that I have, and I want to give as much time to Sixpence because they got a lot of songs lined up for us today. So moving along here, let's start with slide 15, Jeff. Infinity's Pearl City Clay House. The location is hosting a variety of holiday-themed classes and workshops in clay and contemporary crafts during the month of November. Experiences will focus on helping participants create unique handmade items for the holiday gift-giving season. Walk-in hours in their paint-your-own pottery studio are also available during business hours. For more information, visit pearlcityclayhouse.org. Okay, and then you can click on the various programs. Classes begin at just $10. And if you're interested, give Stephanie Rogers a call at 716-450-1474. Again, 716-450-1474. Get some holiday crafts made. Sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, the next one is a slide, I believe, for Christmas in the Village, and the theme is Let There Be Music. There we go. All right, and I got a whole list here of things that are going to be going on. This is going to be held Saturday, November 18th at 5 p.m. And yours truly will be doing the announcing right on the street as the MC for the parade once again. And my sidekick, Rick Mascaro, will be with me. As you see, during the Mayville Parade, we announced together, so we're going to have a lot of fun. So here's the scoop. All right, this starts on November 17th, and Santa lights the tree at 6:30 in Moore Park with pictures and treats at the YWCA on the 18th, so that would be Saturday. From 10 to 4, the Hall of Christmas at Easton Hall, and they're going to have all kinds of vendors there for Christmas shopping. There you go. The 19th, the same thing. Then there's carriage rides. There's going to be Patterson Library is going to have Stories with Santa on the 18th. There's the Hot Toddy Crawl, okay? And that's from 11 to 4. Christmas Tree Wonderland at the Blue June Blooms. Then there's Oh Holy Night and the Carolers in Easton Hall from 10 to 4. They're going to be in and out of the area, I guess. On the 18th, there's going to be the Holiday Wine Tea at the Great Discovery Center. Wear a fascinator. I don't know what that means. On the 18th, Let There Be Light is the parade down the main street of Westfield at 5 o'clock. And people are lining up at the Westfield Academy Central School parking lot at 4. And it should be a lot of fun. And they're encouraging people to find battery-operated lights or whatever to put on yourself or your floats and so forth. Let's see, at the McClure, there's a holiday open house on Sunday. Then, of course, there's holiday decorated windows and so forth. Hey, if you want more information, go to last week's show where Marilyn Hammer was with us, and she explained the whole thing. But if you have more questions, give her a call at 716-753-6043. So that's next week, Let There Be Light. Looking forward to announcing that parade. Okay, let's go to the movies at the Reg. Rudy and Taylor Swift. Seems like an odd combination, doesn't it? Concert film to show at Reg Linnaeus Center for the Arts. All right, let's start with Rudy. All right, that's a classic. It's going to show November 15th, Wednesday. All his life, people have told Rudy he's not good enough, not smart enough, not big enough, but nothing can stop his impossible dream of playing football for Notre Dame. From the time he's a young boy, Rudy, played by Sean Astin, is determined to join the Fighting Irish, but his blue-collar family only laughs at his ambitions. They know Rudy will follow his father and brothers to the local steel mill, and for 4 long years after high school, he does just that. But some dreams won't die, as Rudy proves when he goes to heroic, occasionally hilarious lengths to win admission to Notre Dame. Rudy is rated PG, and it's 114 minutes long. I saw that. That's a fun movie. Then the cultural phenomenon continues on the big screen. Experience Taylor Swift. Who's she, anyways? Anybody know that name? It's everywhere. She's everywhere. The Eras Tour concert is going to be held November 17th at 7 o'clock and November 18th at 7 o'clock, spanning a 17-year award-winning musical career. Immerse yourself in this once-in-a-lifetime concert film experience with a breathtaking cinematic view of the history-making tour that Ben Cesario of the New York Times called a cultural juggernaut. Taylor Swift Eras attire and friendship bracelets are strongly encouraged. I don't know what that means, but it must have something to do with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour concert film is unrated, and it's 160 minutes long. I don't know if I can sit that long. Upcoming movies. The original they include the free showing of Santa Claus on December 2, before the Downtown Holiday Parade, sponsored by Collaborative Children's Solutions, up in its 35th anniversary special engagement of Scrooge on December 20th, and the historical drama Killers of the Flower Moon on January 6th. As you know, you give them a call at 484-7070 to get your tickets or go online. Tickets are $7. All right, moving right along, let's go to Fredonia. Concerts at Fredonia. Let's see. Today at 7:30. Then there's one November 14th at 8. In the November. I'm giving times and dates. November 15th at 8 and November 16th at 8. So what's going on? It's the Rockefeller King Center Hall. Okay, King Center Hall at Rockefeller, Fredonia State College, named after the Fredonia professor, violinist, and academic dean. Harry A. King Concert Hall is the largest of Fredonia's 5 performance facilities. It is the primary performance location for the major ensembles from the Fredonia School of Music, and the Western New York Chamber Orchestra King Concert Hall is also home to the DFT Communication Pop Series and many convocations and lectures. Woo! So, King Concert Hall accommodates a whole lot of people, over 1,100 people. All right, so we've got, I don't know if I can say all these correct, November 11th today at 7:30. Oh boy. Well, it's an opera. It's called well, thank you, my German friend, Die Fledermaus. I guess it has to do with a mouse, maybe. I don't know. November 14th, Fredonia Wind Symphony. November 15th, the Fredonia Wind Ensemble. And November 16th, Fredonia Concert Band. So check that out if you like. Now, let's keep on moving. Let's go to the Chamber of Commerce. They got lots of things you should know about, especially starting this holiday season. So the Mayville Chautauqua region will hold their annual holiday open house November 18th. On December through December 2nd, featuring a punch card that will help bring customers in the door. Chamber member businesses can participate for free. Non-members pay their $20 to be included on the list and the Google map that will promote all the participants. Sign up through their website on November 10th, which was yesterday. Each business is required to offer a prize. So they're letting you know they're going to have this thing where you go from business to business, you get a punch card, and then you put it at the end and you get ready for a prize. The Village of Mayville is gearing up for Gingerbread Wonderland in the Village Green this holiday season. The Village will set up a gingerbread house and lollipop decor, and local businesses are invited to purchase and decorate a gingerbread person to be added to the display. Sounds cool. Gingerbread cutouts can be purchased just for $15 at Stewart's Mayville Hardware, just down the street, beginning November 13th. You decorate it and you put it out there. The holiday window decorating contest is free to enter for any locally owned business in Chautauqua County. Members and non-members alike, you must register through the website soon. I would say get it done today if you can, then decorate your business and send them a photo and so forth. And then, so there's lots of things going on. Also reminding you to shop locally to the Shop Local Chautauqua or CHQ gift cards. And those are really nice because then you go to restaurants, you can go to various venues, gift shops, you can buy those really cool locally made presents for Christmas. And you can buy those in a variety of different places. All right, let's see here. Woo! So be sure to check out your Chamber of Commerce websites at chqchamber.org for more information about all the various things that are going around the county. And finally, all right, the Resource Center to hold the Craft Bazaar November 17th. So our friends over there in Jamestown area, the public is invited to attend the Resources 24th Craft Bazaar Friday, November 17th, at the Resource Center's facility at 75 Jones and Gifford Avenue in Jamestown. The event will run from 8:30 to 2:30. Crafts and artwork produced by people supported by TRC will be available for a suggested donation. Flavored coffees, baked goods, and a walking taco lunch, that sounds interesting, can be purchased. There will also be a drawing for donated prizes. The Craft Bazaar was a popular annual event that went on hiatus because of the pandemic, but it's back. Proceeds from the bazaar will benefit TRC's day habilitation programs. Free parking is available across the street. If you're interested, give them a call, 661-4800. There, I did it in record time. We're going to take a little break because I want to give all the time I can to Sixpence, who is about ready to join us. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
And that reminds me, I neglected to say something earlier. I mentioned it last week. This is like hunting season, and the deer are all over the place, and they're crossing our roads. And I've known already somebody that's been in a deer accident with their vehicle. Remember, you don't generally hit the deer hits you. So please just be mindful. Slow down a wee bit, especially on the highways. All right, with no further ado, I want to welcome back some good friends of mine, Sixpence, that are in the house here today. Will Russell and Ellen Paquette. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in from Warren area, right?
Yeah.
And you guys have been really, really busy, and we're going to talk all about that. So, Will, you and I worked together for quite a while. You stayed right in your genre, I call it, of Celtic kind of music and that very different kind of style that most people play around here. So how do you describe the music of Sixpence?
Well, it's kind of difficult to describe it, I guess.
That's why I asked you.
I hadn't thought about that, but it's definitely got folk rock. I mean, I can't get away from the rock part of it, so no matter how I play, I always draw some rock into it. But folk influence for sure, a lot of Celtic influence, and we're both really interested in all of the folk era of the 60s into the 70s, both in the United States and in Europe.
Super.
And so we just have picked music from both directions, I guess, and kind of made them our own. We put them together and come out with what we end up with, our version of what we originally started from. So.
And I think that's the best part of making music, when you can put your own signature or your thumbprint on that song and make it your own. So that's way cool.
Absolutely. At this point, I'm not really interested in doing cover type things.
Why do it after all these years?
You know, if we do, by the time we get it to the point where we're playing it, it's totally different from where we started. So that's what makes it fun.
So just to embarrass you, I just want to let folks know that Will is probably the finest guitarist I've ever worked with. And I played with a lot of different musicians, and I still go on record. You're a great guitarist. So
thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us today. And then at one point when you and I decided we're done, and we left on great terms, and then the next thing I know, you're working with Ellen. So good morning, Ellen. And you've been working with Will how long now? About a couple, 3 years? More?
Yeah, well, since late summer 2020.
That seems hard to believe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time's flown.
So you've got an interesting background besides playing this harp. This is not a standard harp, right? This is like a travel harp?
No, this is a folk harp or a lever harp.
Okay, as opposed to those big orchestral.
It's what the concert or orchestra harp grew out of.
Okay.
So folk harps come all sizes. The biggest would be 5 octaves. This is a 4 octave because that's all my sweet spot is about, is these 4 octaves. I don't need to carry around the rest. And they can be, I started on a little lap harp that was 2.5 octaves. It sits on your lap. So, yeah, this is not, when you hear people talk about a Celtic harp, it would be a folk harp, but this is not a Celtic shape. This is based on a medieval Gothic high-headed harp.
Besides playing harp, I know that you have other business that you do. So you want to talk a little bit about that real quick?
Yes, I'm a visual artist. I'm a painter, and so that's my main gig. And I travel to art festivals, and I also sew creatures that I sell through various vendor partners in the region. So it's fun to be able to switch from painting to sewing to music. They all feed each other.
Yeah, they
They're
do.
all creative. Yeah, keep my right brain going.
Well, I'm so pleased that you guys are still working together, and we're going to talk a little bit about your CD and some places you're playing here coming up. So I'm going to be quiet. Let's play some music for us. What do you got today?
All right.
What's the first song you're going to do, Will?
It's actually a song that we found that a band that we really enjoy called Pentangle from Europe in the 60s and 70s. They were a fantastic progressive folk rock band. And anyway, we do a lot of their music, and this one was an early one that we picked out and started to do. And then we decided to drop the key, and we found, oh wow, this is even better. So anyway, we do this song now in a lower key, and we're enjoying it. So it's called Once I Had a Sweetheart.
Okay.
It's a really old English folk song.
Folk.
All right,
I used to be a soprano, but now I'm really enjoying being an alto. So
I was
once in a while I'll say,
I was a first soprano when I was 10 years old. Now I'm a baritone bass. I understand.
I'm working my way down.
Okay, let's have a listen. Thank you.
Once I had a sweetheart, and now I have none.
Once I had a sweetheart and now I have none.
He's gone and left me. He's gone and left me. Gone and left me in sorrow to mourn. Last night in sweet slumber I dreamed I did see.
Last night in sweet slumber I dreamed I did see.
My own darling Jewel sat smiling by me. My own darling Jewel sat smiling by me. But when I awakened, I found it not so.
But when I awakened I found it not so.
My eyes like some fountain with tears overflowed. Eyes like some fountain with tears overflowed. I'll venture through England, through France and through Spain.
I'll venture through England, through France and through Spain.
My whole life I'll venture on watery main. My whole life I'll venture on watery main. I'll set sail of silver and steer toward the sun.
I'll set sail of silver and steer towards the sun.
My false love will weep, my false love will weep. False love will weep for me after I'm gone. After I'm gone. After I'm gone. I'm gone.
That was really nice. So you said it's British?
Yep, it's an old English folk song. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. It's really nice to listen to the combination of the guitar with the harp. They blend together well.
Yeah, they complement each other.
How long have you been playing harp?
Oh, it's easier to say since 1995, however many years that's been.
28.
Thank you.
I do that. And Will, you've been playing since we were like 3 years old or something like that. So.
Yeah, a little older than that, but yeah, it seems like it, yeah.
Yeah. When did you? What started you playing guitar? Was it the Beatles, or were you playing before that?
It would have been that era, yeah. For
Yeah, I
sure.
think
The
we're all-
Beatles didn't do it for me, but there were other bands, in the British Invasion that definitely did.
Like the Byrds here in America.
Well, the Birds here, yes, Jefferson Airplane here. Yeah, but really, I think the Animals and the Kinks were the
Oh,
ones
yeah,
that really got me interested in.
You
And
really
I saw a
got
local
me.
band
You
You
playing.
really got me.
Yeah, yeah,
Really got me.
yeah.
So since the last time I saw you, you've been playing all over the place. So what are the kind of the venues are you looking to play for?
We're open to try anything, but we're finding that lots of places that, like bed and breakfast places and wineries and breweries, things like that, any place that people go and actually want to listen to music, if they're just going to party and have a good time and not really pay a lot of attention besides just having the music in the background, we're not so much into that. I mean, it's okay, but it's not real rewarding for us if we play and can't hardly hear ourselves. You know?
Right.
So we're kind of looking for that kind of thing. Restaurants, I mean, we but we're open to try almost anything, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
We've done some little festivals. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Parties,
We're not really a
festivals.
bar band. I don't know if you can tell.
Well, no, and that's okay because there's a place for everything, isn't
Yeah,
there? You know,
yeah.
and you know that's the worst thing in the world, as you all know, is to show up for a gig and you go like, "Holy cow, this is a biker bar," or "Holy cow, this is a headbanger bar," you know, and you're walking in, you're like with this soft music.
With a harp.
Well, yeah, but it's very relaxing. It's really nice to listen. So how do you pick your material?
I think it picks us, actually, don't you think? I mean, we do some originals. Will's a great songwriter, so we have some really nice originals that he's done, and we've arranged for a duo. We've brought things to the table that come from musicians and bands that we love to listen to. Pentangle is one of my favorites. So as soon as we started, I was all over it. Let's try some Pentangle stuff. And then we've added some interesting things that people wouldn't expect from us, just because we like a challenge. It's really fun to arrange things.
Yeah.
It's hard work. I mean, it's really, because Will, he can play any key in any key at any chord at any time, and I can't. So we have to figure out how can I work what I'm able to do.
You can't capo a harp.
No. And by flipping the levers, I'm adjusting the key, but
Right.
then I lose, I can sharp, but then I lose flats.
Okay.
So, we've had a pretty good success rate with things that we want to try.
Good.
Because we really will put in the work to make it work if we
Yeah.
can.
I mean,
It's
I'll
fun.
get a message from Ellen and just say, "Hey, listen to this," and she'll send me a
What?
or vice versa, you know.
Yeah.
And we listen and we think, "Hey, let's try it," you know. So and then we bring it, put it together, figure out the key that's going to work for us, you
Yeah.
know, and then we build it from there. But
Yeah.
and some of them we just have to give up on, or we at least put them away for a while. We find that we come back to them later on, and all of a sudden it falls into place.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can just beat a horse to death and it isn't doing any good, you know. So you might as well just move.
Music is such a creative thing, and it's so much fun.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
very
you say,
organic.
sometimes you win, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
All right, how about another song, and then we'll talk some more about your album,
Okay.
your CD.
Okay, this is a song that was written by Jackson C. Frank from Buffalo back in the 60s. But he recorded it one album, and it's a long story for his life. But anyway, we picked it up because of Bert Jansch from Pentangle.
Oh, yeah.
Actually does this song. And we do a version of his. So it's called Carnival. It's one of our favorites. So. I've seen your face in every place that I've been going. I read your words like black hungry birds read every sowing. Rise and fall, spin and call, and my name is Carnival. Sad music in the night sings a scream of light out of the chorus. And voices you might hear appear and disappear in the forest. Short and tall, throw the ball, and my name is Carnival. Strings of yellow tears drip from black white fears in the meadow. And they're waiting to spin with the anger that is thin and turns to sorrow. King of all, hear me call, hear my name, Carnival. Here there is no law but the arcade's penny claw hanging empty. painted laughing smile and the turning of the style do not envy. And the small can steal the ball to touch the face of carnival. Fatuman frowns at the screaming, frightened clowns that chanted. And the shadow lion awaits outside your own gates with one wish granted. Colors fall through the broadly the game carnival. Without the thoughts as you come to hypnotize the danger. In a world that comes apart with no single heart, life is a stranger. Wheeling core clad dreams all in the name carnival. Wheeling core clad dreams all in my name carnival.
Justin, but it's like, woo, just relax and mellow. I'm going to get into my radio voice here. You guys, you've been in the studio since I last saw you, and they got a CD out called Sixpence. So who wants to talk about this? How did this all happen?
Well, we got to the point where we felt like we had a lot of music together that we felt really good about, and we were just, we'd recorded ourselves a lot through the rehearsal process just to kind of fine tune and perfect things, and we knew we had the opportunity to do something right here in Jamestown at Lost Recording Studio with the Wheelers, so we got in there a year ago this past February and put together a recording. We had such a good time doing it.
14 songs.
We worked, yeah, we
That's
worked
a lot of
with
work.
Derek, and he was amazing, Derek Wheeler. And it was a fun project. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So where can people get this? I like to promote local bands.
Well, we always have with us at gigs, and then on our Facebook page, which is actually Songs of Sixpence on Facebook, because somebody else already took Sixpence.
Yeah, imagine
so we
that.
had to take Songs of Sixpence. There are links right there about where you can buy it, which is on my personal Etsy shop, but it's easier to just go to our Facebook page and get there through there. And then we also have it available for digital download in various places, and we can also link people up with that on
Spotify, Apple Music.
You're everywhere.
Yeah,
Bandcamp.
Yeah, everything's under Songs of Sixpence. So if you
Yeah.
search Songs of Sixpence, you should be able to find it.
YouTube Music, Amazon Music.
Okay, let's see if I can get Jeff to do this. I sent you a picture. I was wondering if you could pop that up for us. I wanted to do a shout out to your photographer. Whoever is doing your photography is doing incredible. There we go. Incredible.
We're a little
incredible.
short. We're hobbits there.
Yeah,
Got squished.
well, you
That's
know,
okay.
it's technology.
Our photographer's Gary Lester.
Gary, as in
Yeah.
Penny's husband.
Yep.
Yes.
I know
And he's
that.
been my age-old friend since childhood, and he's been taking pictures of me and my band since the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been seeing him on Facebook, and I mean, the first thing on this little thing there says your card says Earthy Americana. I mean, that screams Earthy Americana when I see your pictures.
Oh, good.
I mean, you're out in you're out in the fields, you're in the forest, you're wherever, and it's just you see it immediately and just go wow, and then there you are lifting your harp in the air on your album or your CD. They're going, this is just way cool stuff. I mean, great ideas, and it's really nice to see. So congratulations on
Thank you.
on your
Thank
work
you.
so far. As far as your CD, are you coming out with another one, or is that good for now, or what do you have any other plans?
We don't have any plans.
Just whatever happens.
Whatever.
Yeah, yeah, we're
The
just going
music
with the
keeps
flow.
coming. Yeah, if we
Yeah.
get enough and we feel the urge, we'll go back and do it again.
Very good. Okay, so I think I had a little list on my little phone here that tells me a little bit about some of the places that you will be playing soon. So just give me a second. I'm going to pop it right up here. And of course, I'm going to lose it here. I know where it is. I put it right there. Okay, so coming up November 25th, I've got you at the Deer Creek Winery. Now, where's that?
That's in Shippenville,
Where is that?
Pennsylvania, down near Clarion.
Okay.
Yep.
And then on December 8th, Arbor Coffee House.
Yep, that's right downtown Warren on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Is that where you play in the front window?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see your pictures from time to time.
Yeah.
And then on December 20th, I've got you at the mezzanine in the public library.
Yeah, music on the mezzanine. in the
What's
Warren
that all
Public
about? I mean, why are you
Library.
playing in the library? Usually, libraries have changed, haven't they?
Oh, Warren Public Library's rocking.
Uh-huh.
That's their 140th birthday this year, 150th. Whoops, I meant 150th. And so doing all kinds of special stuff. But they like to bring music in during the holidays
Okay.
and have some evening music.
That's
Yeah.
super. And then the 29th, Kane Manor. What's that? Is it a restaurant?
That's
What
a fantastic B&B in an old mansion in Kane, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
That is, it's a really neat
It's
place.
fun. It's one
pretty
of
much
our
our
favorites.
favorite.
Yeah.
Our favorite place to
In the
play.
summer, they have us play outside on the veranda, and in the winter, inside. And it's just beautiful. And
Very nice. I'll check
our
that
sound
out.
sounds so good, either place there for some reason. It
The
just-
in or
acoustic-
out. Good acoustics
Yeah.
inside or out.
Acoustics, they can make or break it,
Oh,
can't
that's
they?
for sure. That's for sure.
And then first night in Bradford on December 31st, first night. That was
Yep.
so obviously New Year's Eve.
Yep.
So very nice. So you guys are busy. Okay.
Yeah, we've had a busy spring and summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a little more breathing space now. But
Great.
yeah.
All right, so I told you I was going to give you guys a lot of airtime here as far as music. So what's the next one and what's the backstory, Will?
Actually, Ellen brought this one. It's an old Donovan song. So we're all over the map with things that we do.
Well, he's Irish?
Scottish.
Scottish.
Donovan
Scottish.
Beach.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
you know,
kind
the
of
British
Scotland's
Isles.
Bob Dylan. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
British,
yeah.
but from
But he
Scotland.
has a green guitar. That's why I thought he was Irish. Okay.
Oh, he's a
got a
Celt.
green Martin,
He's a
yeah.
Celt. Yeah.
But this is not one of his heard of songs. I mean, he had a lot of hits, but this is one that was not a hit. But we
Okay,
really
so
liked
what's it called?
It's called Lullaby of Spring.
And this is actually one that was recommended to us. Every once in a while, someone will say, hey, you should try this song. And this is one that a friend of mine suggested.
Yeah, we're wide open to that. If
Yeah,
we get
it's-
people that suggest, we've
it's-
done quite a few.
Okay, how
songs.
about Freebird?
We're actually going to learn the first line
Yeah.
of that just so we
Learn
can
the first
satisfy all
line,
the people
play
that
it, and then
ask.
they can.
For those of you that are there sitting going like, what's that all about? I mean, that's like you go up to a band and you tell them, and someone's going to throw a drum at you. It's
Yeah.
sort of like, please, we're
I
it's
didn't
like
think
Louie
you
Louie.
would do that to us, but yeah.
So this is called what now? Lullaby what?
Lullaby of Spring.
Of Spring. Okay, and this is by Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
Did he write it?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Spring has showered far her drip, splash and trickle running. Plant has flowered in the sand, shell and pebble sunning. So begins another spring, green leaves and of berries. Chiff-chaff eggs are painted by mother bird eating cherries. In a misty tangled sky, fast a wind is blowing. In a newborn rabbit's heart, river life is flowing. So begins another spring, green leaves and of berries. Chiff-chaff eggs are painted by mother bird eating cherries. From the dark and wetted soil, petals are unfolding. From the stony village kirk, Easter bells of old ring. So begins another spring, green leaves and of berries. Chiff-chaff eggs are painted by mother bird eating cherries. Spring has flowered far, drip, splash and trickle running. Plant has flowered in the sand, shell and pebbles sunning. So begins another spring, green leaves and of berries. Chiff-chaff eggs are painted by mother bird eating cherries.
Wow, that was really pretty as well. I really liked you're going down, he's going up, then you go up, and he goes down. And it's really fun to listen to the instruments really talking to each other. Folks, you're watching Chautauqua Sunrise, and my guests today are Sixpence, Ellen Paquette on harp, and Will Russell on guitar. And for those of you who are watching the close-ups of Will's guitar, they're thinking, why did he break his guitar? Will, you've got a very unusual guitar neck with unusual setting of your frets. So you want to talk about those? I think we talked about that last time. You're the only person I know that has that particular style of guitar.
Yeah, it's called a fan fret. And this one's a guitar made by George Loudon in Ireland. There's a few different makers that make fan fret, but anyway, and it's basically, the idea is that everything's at an angle, including the bridge and the neck. And so the bass strings are longer, the treble strings are shorter. So it changes the scale of everything, but once it's all set up, pretty much it plays similar. It's not as hard as you'd think to...
Let's do a close-up of that if we can, Jeff. Okay, so the frets normally are like straight to the neck.
And then including, but by making this kicked in at the bottom and longer here, it makes the bass strings
okay, and we can
long.
slide up, Justin, along the neck there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's...
And as it goes up the neck, then they start to go the
other way.
Yeah, at one point they're actually straight, and then they're going back the other way. But it's all it's all in mathematics basically to find out where it all's supposed to be. But
do you find it different to play that than a regular guitar?
A little sometimes. Certain things, certain chords. It's easy to miss the note a little bit, but you get used to it. And my other guitar that I play all the time is made. It's an Avalon, but it's an Irish guitar, and the necks are identical except for the fretting. So pretty much it falls into place. I can close my eyes, and pretty much everything will be there. So.
Wow. And a lot of people don't realize that acoustic guitars, it's all about the tonal wood. Anything you want to say about the wood on the guitar?
This one is actually the back on the sides are African blackwood, and the top is sinker redwood. So I don't know, there's all kinds of combinations, but this is supposedly one of George Loudon's favorite.
Right, it's got a very nice rich sound to it.
Yeah.
And people don't realize the guitar is not a guitar, is not a guitar. I mean, and same with, I'm sure with harps and everything else, it's the wood. You know, electric guitar is another matter. It's a slab of wood with some electronics on it, and there you go. But with an acoustic guitar, it's all about the wood and the sound hole and so forth. Let's talk a little bit about the harp. All right, so how many strings are on this thing?
28.
Shoot, thank you. Yeah, because one time I got this wrong. Yeah, so,
You could have made up anything. I would
four
have known.
octaves. Yeah, you're not going to count them on. Yeah, 4 octaves, and this harp is actually walnut.
Okay.
And walnut tends to have a rich, earthy, warm sound. Harps are made in maple, cherry, bubinga, and other kind of koa, some other exotic hardwoods.
Is that a
no,
real
it's
wood?
an exotic hardwood. Yeah, but
because we have a tendency to make things up here on this show.
do you?
So
I know
do.
it sounds
I didn't
it,
make
but
that one up.
it's
no.
for real. But
So-
the soundboard where the strings are strung through, this is the vibrating piece that's amplifying the sound into the body.
So
Those are
it's
usually a
that
plywood.
thick part of that we're looking at. That's
This
the
is
sound hole?
hollow. This is hollow, yeah.
Okay.
And this is the soundboard right here.
Okay.
These are typically made of, at least this manufacturer, it's an aircraft birch plywood.
Okay.
But they're usually made out of the ply these days, but birch or spruce. And it's actually bowed up. This harp is old enough that the soundboard has started to bow out with the tension of the strings.
Wow.
And harps, just like guitars, they settle into their sound and become, after several years, oop, there's my little battery pack. I actually have LED lights here, but you won't see them. You won't be able to see them, but in this light.
Okay.
Sometimes we're in places where I can't see the strings and I need some extra light.
All right.
So,
All
yeah.
right. Well, super. Thanks for sharing that about your instruments, because I know people don't normally see a harp where you go. So we got time for a couple more songs. So what else you got here today?
This one, this is as I was tuning through all that.
Yes.
Because I do a lot of different tunings.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did you
so-
notice that I gave you time to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, only another
Except you threw me
guitarist
off
would
by
pick that.
asking me questions, so it took me longer. But at any rate, this is a really odd tuning here. It's called it's a C modal tuning, so it's like root fifth, root, and then it is
Sort of a drone
suspended
sound?
second. Yeah, but it makes the guitar just
that's great.
even open. It's very musical. So anyway, this would be a Celtic tuning, used in different songs. But so we took this and we took Johnny Cash.
Johnny
And we-
Cash,
yes.
the Man in Black.
So we could,
Yeah.
satisfy
Of
our
course.
earthy
Americana.
Americana.
Category.
And so I can't wait. I haven't heard this one
But
before.
we did it a
with you.
little Celtically.
Okay.
And so anyway, this is our version of Folsom Prison Blues.
Okay. There you have it.
Hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend. Ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a rolling on down to San Antone.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. So
I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating from a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me. From this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. From this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move a little further down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
That was lots of fun. Johnny Cash. Oh, wow. That's a version I haven't heard. I'm going to let you tune up real quick because we're running out of time, and I know you want to get to this song because I have fond memories of it. Folks, you've been watching Sixpence, and they're going to be at the Deer Creek Winery on November 25th, Friday from 6:30 to 9:30. It's in Shippenville, Pennsylvania. And my guests today have been Will Russell and Alan Paquette, Sixpence, and they're playing all over Chautauqua County, down the Warren area, Bradford, and so forth. And this next song I have fond memories of. It's called John Barleycorn. And well, all I remember playing mandolin on this and going 1,000 miles an hour and Will making me crazy. So I want to thank you folks for coming over and wish you continued success in your music. And whenever you're ready, you can take us out, okay?
Okay.
About a minute or so left.
Okay.
All right. I stalled as long as I could.
Close enough. All right. There were 3 men came out of the west. Their fortunes for to try. And these 3 men made a solemn vow. John Barleycorn must die. They plowed, they sown, they harrowed him in, threw clods upon his hair. And these 3 men were satisfied. John Barleycorn was dead. They let him lie for a very long time, till the rains from